Hey, what's going on, Brian? Thank you so much for sending in your video. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and dive right into your swing. First thing that I want to talk about is setup, and we'll start with your posture. At setup, we can see that you do a really good job of getting in a neutral posture and making sure that your back is completely flat. If we look at your hands, you do a really good job of making sure that your hands are hanging naturally directly under your shoulders. We can see a little bit of your lead arm at setup, meaning your arms are in a relatively good position. And as you start your backswing, the first thing that we can see is that you come under the original plane line. And at shaft parallel, we can see that you do a good job of keeping the club face neutral. Then if we look at when the lead arm is parallel to the ground, we can see that due to the way that you've brought the club up to the top of your backswing, you haven't created much of a slot that will allow the club to come through in the downswing, and this could cause you issues on your downswing. Then if we look at the top of your backswing, we can see that you do a really good job of getting depth. We can see that your hands are in an ideal position where they're over your heels. We can see that you do a really good job of getting the lead arm in the correct position where the lead arm is parallel with our shoulder plane. Then as we start the downswing, the first thing that we can see is that you come over the slot line as well as you come over the original plane line, which ultimately leads to you coming over the top. Another thing that we can see is that you early extend. So if you look at this red line that's on your butt, at no point in time should we be able to see daylight between you and this red line, and ideally your tailbone would be rotating around this red line the entire time. We can also see that you hike just a bit in your swing, and what this means is that this red line that's on your hips, ideally this red line should be staying on your hips throughout the majority of the swing, whereas we can see that you come up and off this line throughout your swing. Then looking from the face on view, there's not really much that you do wrong, so I'm not really going to comment too much on this. You pretty much do everything right from a face on perspective. If I was to nitpick, you could hold your angles a little bit longer in your downswing, but besides that, I wouldn't change anything from this view. Hopefully that helped. If anybody else would like a swing analysis just like this, comment or DM the word swing, and I'll do one exactly like this for you too.